Hello, this is Calix. I'm gonna try to. I don't know what the frick I'm doing on here. Anyways, but this is my voice, so y'all can all get used to it. I just moved back into my dorm like a few days ago, and I'm gonna upload this. I'm gonna try to add my voice to more videos, but we'll see. Also, this video is just a pass to me. I don't know where he came from, but he's reading a story. So have fun with that. Bye bye. Pee pee poo poo. This is procrastinate podcast, where we procrastinate and we make a podcast about it. So this story is called "Lamb to the Slaughter," which is by Ian Fleming, but we are watching the 1979 movie by Ronald Ronald Dahl. If I'm saying that right, let's begin. So Mary comes into the house. Next thing she knows, she finds her dead husband Patrick on the ground. She calls the police, but she makes sure that her husband is okay. And since Patrick works with the police, Jack and Sam know her very well. They come in, Jack makes sure she's okay, and then Sam gets all the things he can collect. Now, while Jack and Mary sit down, Mary recollects what happened before. Before. Now, Mary said that Patrick came earlier than expected with from work, and while she's knitting, and he, they hug, and she makes him a drink, a little gin and alcohol. He sits down, he drinks some, and then he told he has to tell her something, and then she and then they fight kind of, but soon they tell her. Now we're back to the present after Mary told what happened to the situation. Now Jack went over to see Patrick's dead body to get what happened, and the doctor said that it was a blunt object that hit him over the head. They don't know what, but it was strong, but it was heavy enough and strong enough to hit him over the head, and they're trying to figure out what happened. Now we go back to Mary, who is remembering what actually happened. Now, after they have a kind of a little fight, he tells Mary that, also, she's about a few months pregnant, that he's been cheating on her with Barbara. Now, she doesn't take this well much likely, and she goes downstairs to get the lamb from the freezer. Now, with him turned around to back facing the window, he's he said he's going to leave her, and she says no, and bonked him on the head. She sort of panics and doesn't have a real plan, but she looks in the mirror and says, "Hello, Sam. How are you today?" Or talking to Sam, the grocer. And now she's going to the grocery store, leaving his body on the floor. Now we cut back to Sam, who says, "Yeah, she he saw her walk down to the store, and everything was fine before." And now we go back to Mary's point of view, and he says that, and she says hi. They make greetings and talking about what she needs: potatoes, broccoli, and even some cheesecake. And then she walks back, and then we're back to her finding her dead husband's body. Now, meanwhile, she's back in the present. She's putting the lamb into the oven and cutting up potatoes. And next thing we know, they're still talking and trying to find out what happened to his body. Now, and they're also taking it out, in which Mary obviously acts like she's panicked and distraught about his dead body. Now, Jack sits her down and talks with Sam again, and Sam might have mentioned that nobody saw anybody come into the house, and might have had suspicion of Mary doing it, but there is no evidence against her, except for she was, and her alibi matches up with Sam's alibi, who is a grocer that she went to. Now, they're still trying to figure out what happened to the weapon instead of the actual killer. And now we go back, and Jack walks over to talk to Mary, and then she remembers about the lamb in the oven. He gets it. He gets it. She tells him he can eat it with the four policemen, and the four policemen gladly accepts the meal, takes it out, and they start eating it, trying to figure out what happened to the weapon. Next thing you know, she's laughing and knitting on the couch. And then Sam throws it all away. And that is the end of our story. Thanks so much for listening to this podcast, and hopefully I get a good grade. Bye bye!